Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Right, so the first thing we need to try and do is turn it, which is going to be a little difficult. So you need to lift that end, drop that end. Right, now that needs to go up and into that slot. Right, hold it there for a sec, because what I need to try and do is get that electric cable through like that. Okay, right, still not actually completely in place. Right, that's that bit done. I think more along the lines, the string is in the right place.
Well, true, let's go with that.
Why aren't you finding the hole I just put in?
Stubborn. Oops. Sorry, filming again. Have to cut them together. Huh. Explains why I couldn't do it by hand.
Yeah?
Explains why I couldn't do it by hand when you're whacking it with a hammer handle.
Well, you probably could do it by hand.
Let's have strong hands.
There you go.
Lovely.
Encouragement stick.
Encouragement stick.
Okay, so the wall's painted. Everything's nice and covered in fresh black paint. So now it's time to reinstall everything back onto the back wall. So the first thing we'll do is we'll put the BA brackets on, because that will give us a reference point for doing everything else. Okay, that's the 4 brackets, BA brackets back on the wall. Now we'll put the inner pads in, the 3 inner pads, the big ones, because the outer ones, there's a little bit more to do with those, in so much as we've got to put the support piece in, and then the corner ones in, and the handle. So there's a bit of work to be done on those ones. But certainly the inner ones, they're quite easy. So these are the inner pads again, and as I mentioned, there's a plate at the bottom of it which makes a holder there for, I would assume, the BA face masks, although there is only 3 holders and 4 BA sets. So might be wrong, might not be wrong. Answers in the comments please if you know where the BA face masks went. Did they go in these holders or did they go somewhere else? In London we had a shelf and a net above, which is where the BA face masks went. Okay, that's the 3 central pads in. Now to do the corners, which will, as I say, a little trickier because we've got a bit more going on with regards to them. So 2 nuts on there, nut and bolts through there, so the handle goes there, and then we've got this plate. It goes on there and lines up with that. Right, so all the BA brackets are back on, handles are back on, corner plates are back on, pads are back on. Last final few bits to do. Put the rubber stops back in for the top to stop these from hitting on the back of there. So we'll put those back in. And then we've just got the inventory sheet that went into the middle up there. Just got that to put back in as well. So these are the rubber stops. They are basically just door stops that have been used. Okay, that's it. Everything back in place on the back. That looks significantly better. So nice clean roof. Realised actually when we did the roof looks quite dark now, as opposed to before we cleaned it. When we cleaned it, it looked quite white. What we realised was that the white was actually dust, and that's what was coming down. So that's what's going to need to be cleaned off the front cab. We'll probably try and hoover that in place rather than taking it down, unless we have to take it down. This was the case, we had to take this down because of the way it had bellied. So that's all in place, screwed up nice and tight, new screws holding it in place. That's done. Lights are back in place, brackets are back on, everything's done. So that's it. Thanks everyone. Again, I'll keep asking you, please like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Share this to anybody who you think might be interested in watching the trials and tribulations of trying to put this thing together, or not together, to renovate it and try and get it into a semblance of a little bit of its former life. We're not trying to make it showroom condition. We're just trying to go over the whole thing, clean it all, make sure it's all in good order, get rid of anything that's rusty or rotten, clean that up, so that it's going to hang around for, I mean, it's 42 years old, 41 years old. Let's see if we can get this thing to hang around for another 40 odd years. Certainly see me out anyway. So thanks everyone. As I said, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.